Oh boy. Strongman Personal Finance is freaking tired, ladies and gentlemen. But y'all expect me to make a reaction video, okay? So apparently, old Meat Breath Kevin and Echoes from Above, one of the guys in my crew, had a live debate. He confronted Meat Kevin Pathrath about his DUI and his censorship, blah, 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 blah. So I actually watched the vast majority of the video. My first criticism is holy freaking crap, man. It's still going. Like, I was waiting for the freaking debate to end, and now it's like 9:20. And I'm old, guys. I'm freaking old, okay? I'm 32. I'll be dead in a couple of years. I'm freaking tired. I slept like crap last night. My freaking daughter was crying the whole debate. It was a disaster. Oh. So, I'm exhausted, so I decided to make this video while the freaking debate was going on. Okay. So, you guys know my whole thoughts on this whole situation. I got a lot of flack for this. But number one, I personally, while I do think DUIs are bad, you should not be driving when you're drunk. I personally don't think this is such a massive deal that people have been making it into. The DUI itself, okay? Yes, people get killed with DUIs. I understand that. But if you look deep down inside, 95% of you have driven drunk before. I can 100% guarantee it. You should not do it. It's stupid. But everybody has freaking done it. But the main issue isn't really the DUI. It's Kevin, getting the videos that Echoes and some other person whose name I forgot, taken off of YouTube. Now, Kevin's whole argument was, hey, it's, I'm the star of the video. I mean, basically, he wants the ad revenue for it. He's the star of the video. He claims he uploaded it to YouTube, and he's going to release it at some point. The one question that I didn't hear answered, which I kind of wanted to have answered, was when did he upload the video? We'll probably never know. Maybe he answered the question and I just freaking missed it while my daughter was screaming in my face for 2 hours. But that's the main question, because Kevin said, yeah, I already uploaded the video. This is my video. So I'm going to go ahead and get these other ones copyright struck. And if that's true, if he had already uploaded the video before these guys released it, and it's because there's no, the videos they put up were not response video. Well, so I think some of them were. But basically, Kevin's whole argument is that, yeah, it's, I uploaded it, and it's my video, and I'm the star, and I should get the ad revenue. That's his whole argument. Do I believe that? I don't know. I really don't freaking know. And honestly, at this point, this is starting to get freaking stale for me, okay? Yes, he got a DUI. Yes, he went ahead and got the other videos taken down. Of course he was gonna freaking do that. Whether it's right or wrong, I knew he was gonna freaking do that. Okay, I am not surprised in the freaking least. So in my mind, it's like, okay, eventually, what Kevin should have done is just freaking let it go. Let the guys upload their freaking videos. Let people make fun of you about the DUI, and then it'll blow over. I mean, it's not the end of your life. But all this drama happened, and of course, Kevin went on and, debated Echoes from Above, which is fine. Now, the debate itself, I mean, debate, interview, whatever you want to call it, I think Echoes did fine. A lot of people give everybody crap that goes on a live stream and debates or interviews, whatever. Let me tell you, it's not as easy as you might think, okay? Kevin is a master debater. I'm sure there's going to be some jokes about that. He's a very intelligent guy, and he knows how to talk, okay? And I experienced the same freaking thing when I debated him, interviewed him, whatever you freaking call it, okay? The guy knows how to talk. He's very, very good at deflecting, changing the subject, basically talking so much you almost forget what you're thinking. So I think Echoes did a good job overall. Now, what else happened? So they talked about the DUI a lot. Okay, that's great. And then they transitioned over to talking about Kevin's courses. Now, let me say once again, I think Kevin has a good course. I do. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's a bad course. I looked at it. I watched his videos. I watched the tax portion of his course. I didn't see any major freaking errors, okay? It is a very comprehensive course. However, I don't agree with Kevin with the freaking stocks that he buys, and I don't agree with him that people don't follow his advice. I don't think that's how he coaches it, but basically he's like, if you sign up for my course, you get access to both me, my trades, just to see what I'm doing, which people are copying him, obviously, and they get access to the course. The course is fine. I think it's too expensive for what's in there. That's a personal decision. If somebody signed up for the course and had no financial knowledge, I think they would come out of it with a little bit more. I mean, they could also go buy a couple books, but at the end of the day, the course isn't that bad. But there is a major problem with Kevin's content, and it's him trading in and out of stocks and doing a bunch of degenerate things. Because what Kevin does in public on his YouTube channel is not, it doesn't match the course. Okay, the course seems like more reasoned. He goes into explanations about what's a PE ratio, blah, 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 blah. He even has a valuation model in there. He has a wealth, compounding model in there. None of that is like super dangerous to me. But then I see what he does in public, and I think at the end of the day, it's a net negative for a lot of investors who are watching this guy trade in and out of stocks. And even if he's very clear about it, which I'm sure he is, if he's very clear, don't copy me. At the end of the day, a lot of people are going to copy you. That's why I have huge reservations. It's hard on YouTube because you have to talk about individual stocks. But I try to make it as clear as possible that, you should have 95% of your money in index funds, and that makes me feel better. But at the end of the day, if I had the influence that he did, and a lot of people followed me into Alibaba, which has been hit pretty bad recently, and a lot of them potentially sold, okay. Another thing that you need to understand is Kevin is a trader. When it comes to what he does with his portfolio, he's not a long-term investor. He's not. Okay, I mean, if he claims that, I 100% disagree. He talks about market cycles, he's very well researched in the history of the market, basically. I bet the guy freaking reads about this crap 24/7, which is fine. I mean, more power to him. But at the end of the day, there's a point where you almost know too much, and you think you're so smart that you can outsmart the market, which in the long run doesn't freaking work. So at the end of the day, I don't think... I'm not a fan of his investing style. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, I think you should buy an index fund with 95% of your portfolio and have a little bit of fun with the 5%. But there's also criticisms about the stocks that he bought. He bought a bunch of clownish stocks in 2020. I cannot, dispute that, deflect that. I 100% agree. I think he bought a bunch of clownish stocks. But he kind of took a Wall Street mentality to it. Like, oh, well, as long as, rates are low and people are risk on, these stocks will go up. That's not investing to me. That's just gambling. Okay? That's that's the thoughts on the whole thing. And then they just started talking about, God, the kid, my kid was just screaming. But at the end of the day, the whole DUI thing, I don't think there were any gotcha moments. I don't think Kevin was caught. At the end of the day, I mean, Kevin just seemed so relaxed. He just kind of was just chilling, personally. I don't think he really was concerned about this debate, which is fine because the guy does this so much. I don't think he would have any. I don't think he had any issues doing this whatsoever. I mean, you could tell. Like, I could definitely see an evolution in Kevin. I remember when I debated him, he was relaxed, but I think it was a little bit more tense, or he was a little bit more tense debating me, interviewing me, whatever you want to call it, than he was with Echoes. And that's not a slight on Echoes. I just think the guy has changed, personally. I think he's a little bit more wild, aggressive. He's changed. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe he just got a little bit older. I mean, he's in his 30s now. But he's definitely a lot more carefree, it seems like. He's a lot more wild, adventurous. Ooh. I won't go there. But, yeah, he was definitely like, I don't think he was treating it as a joke. But you could tell he was, just having a good time. Like, he was laughing, and even if Echoes, like, confronted him on something, he's like, yeah, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, he wasn't worried about it. He had his little whiteboard or whatever that frickin' thing is. He was drawing on it. I mean, so at the end of the day, I mean, it's great that Kevin comes on these people's channel. I mean, he came on mine. He came on Echoes. It's great he does this. But to me, it's like, dang, dude, you're in Paris, and you're freaking on YouTube at 1, 2 in the morning. I'm freaking tired now, and it's 9:30. And you're on YouTube at 1:30, 2:30, whatever in the freaking morning, talking to somebody about whatever, something that's, you know, decently personal. So, whatever. I mean, the debate was fine. I think Echoes did well. I'm not going to knock him for that. There's a lot of bussies in the comments, and I'll just reiterate this one more time. If you watch these debates, okay, if your little butts went up there and you were talking to me, Kevin, you would crap your freaking pants. You would freeze up. I 100% guarantee. Well, why didn't you ask Kevin this? Why didn't you ask? Shut up. Okay? Shut up. It doesn't matter. You're not on the freaking stage. It's a lot different being on the stage, talking to a celebrity, basically, like Kevin, you know, than watching the video. It's 100% different. So I give props to Echoes. He did a good job, you know. And I give props to Kevin for coming on. I mean, he was chilling. I don't think he was that worried about it. Because at the end of the day, you know, the whole DUI thing, it's not the end of the world. He's not going to go to prison for copyright striking these videos, even if he's proven to be wrong, you know. So that's kind of my thoughts. I mean, I had to make this video while the debate was ongoing because it just wouldn't end. I was like, oh my God. And my freaking daughter was crying, and then my wife came downstairs. She's like, is that thing still going on? I was like, yeah, it's still going on. So, good job, everybody. I mean, that's really my reaction. There were no gotcha moments. Kevin isn't over. He's not finished. And, you know, just talking to Echoes. If anybody gives you crap for going soft, tell them to shut the you-know-what up, okay? Well, that's it. I'm heading upstairs. I'm going to take a shower, and then I'm going to bed. Cheers!